Are we live? It looks like we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pop Culture Asylum. I'm your host, Gabriel. I hope everyone is having a great day so far. And this will be another episode of the Asylum Files podcast. So, this is episode 2. And obviously, multiple things had happened during the last couple of days. Of course, I'm going to go over the main stories that happened. Of course, AEW has drawn their biggest ratings yet. I'm going to talk about that. That's probably the only positive news that I'm probably going to talk about today, because the other two stories are one is very disappointing and the other one just straight up pisses me off. Okay, the other two stories that I will be talking about today is Ivelisse being released by AEW. I'm going to give my thoughts about that. And also, we're also going to talk about the WWE releases. Okay, speaking of the WWE releases, I'm going to read the articles. This article is coming from Sports Illustrated. Matter of fact, if you guys want to read all the articles of what I'm about to read about these situations, then I already put links in the descriptions. Okay, so if you guys want to read the articles for yourself, then make sure click the link and read it for yourself. But I'm gonna read the articles, and the first story that we are going to talk about is the WWE releases. I'm gonna read this article. This is coming from Sports Illustrated, and I'm gonna read the article and I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on this, because trust me, this story pisses me off. Okay, so here's what this article has to say. WWE released 10 wrestlers from their contracts, the company announced Thursday. Samoa Joe, Billy Kay, Peyton Royce, Mickie James, Chelsea Green, Tucker Knight, Kalisto, Bo Dallas, Mojo Rawley, and Wesley Blake were all let go. WWE head of talent relations John Laurinaitis informed those who were let go that budget cuts were responsible for their releases, Fightful Sean Ross Sapp reports, which is bullshit, but I will get to that in a few. The move comes 1 year to the day after WWE released more than 20 wrestlers, citing financial hardships resulting from the pandemic. Joe, a former NXT champion, is the biggest name on this year's list. He has not wrestled since sustaining a concussion while filming a commercial in February of 2020. He has been a member of the Raw broadcast team until this week, when WWE brought in former ESPN anchor Aiden Verk to replace play-by-play man Tom Phillips and moved Corey Graves into an analyst role besides Byron Saxon. Joe told SportsIllustrated.com that he was hopeful that he would be able to return to the ring soon. Billy Kay and Peyton Royce were formerly teamed up as the Iconics and struggled to find success after the team was broken up in October's WWE draft. Kay was a part of that 10-woman tag team turmoil match with partner Carmella on the first night of WrestleMania last weekend. Mickie James, a 6-time champion, returned to the ring last summer after missing 14 months with a torn ACL, but only wrestled 6 matches, most recently January's Royal Rumble. Chelsea Green only wrestled a single match as part of the WWE main roster. Following a call-up from NXT, she broke her wrist in her debut match on Smackdown on November 11th. She was engaged to fellow wrestler Matt Cardona, known as WWE as Zack Ryder, who was a part of a large group of performers released by WWE last April. Tucker Knight was a part of the tag team Heavy Machinery with Otis when WWE split the duo up in the build to Otis' Money in the Bank win. He only wrestled 1 match since November as a part of the 22-man Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal last week on SmackDown. Kalisto, a masked luchador who was a part of the trio known as the Lucha House Party, which was broken up during the October draft. Bo Dallas was the younger brother of Bray Wyatt. He has not wrestled a match since November of 2019. and Wesley Blake, along with Steve Cutler and Jackson Riker, were a part of a tag team called the Forgotten Sons. Cutler was released by WWE in February, reportedly after he and his girlfriend, current Impact and former WWE wrestler Deonna Purrazzo, test positive for COVID-19 following a New Year's Eve party. Riker is now teaming with Elias. Wesley Blake has not wrestled since May. And of course, and it was also announced yesterday, the person, oh wait, never mind. He was named on this list, Mojo Rawley. But let's go over this list. Okay, let's go over this list real quick because I'm gonna give my small thoughts on all these wrestlers being released. Wesley Blake. It's not like they were doing anything. They weren't doing anything with Wesley Blake. So as much as it sucks for him, nobody cares about Wesley Blake. Mojo Rawley hasn't really done anything. As a matter of fact, we haven't seen him on TV in a long time. Okay, so as much as it sucks for him as well, like he got released as well. Kalisto. Okay, this man had the potential to be the next Rey Mysterio. He was that good. And Kalisto, and I'm pretty sure he was doing vignettes on social media to like reinvent himself to get back to the ring. But obviously WWE didn't give him a chance to do so. It sucks for Kalisto, fan. It sucks for Kalisto. Okay, because Kalisto, in my opinion, would have had the potential to be the next Rey Mysterio. Matter of fact, they should have done a Rey Mysterio versus Kalisto match. That was a dream match that a lot of people in the IWC would have wanted. But WWE just unfortunately didn't see anything in Kalisto, which sucks, which is annoying, but it sucks. It really sucks. Bo Dallas. This was one of the biggest missed opportunities that is in this list. Bo Dallas is literally the brother of Bray Wyatt. He's the brother of Bray Wyatt. You could have done so many things with Bo Dallas. Hell, if you guys had any creative bone left in your body, you could have done a little Wyatt family, like with the Fiend Bray Wyatt, Bo Dallas, Braun Strowman, and Alexa Bliss. You could have done a faction there. Like, you could have done anything with Bo Dallas. He was good in the ring, and not to mention the fact that he is the brother of Bray Wyatt. You could have put Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas in a tag team together. Because God knows the tag team division needs something different and unique. Okay, because the tag team divisions in both Raw and SmackDown suck. Okay, but this is WWE. I don't expect much from them anymore. Okay, they don't have any creative bone in their body. Okay, this was a big missed opportunity. Like, you should, like, you really dropped the ball, Bo Dallas. You really, really did. Tucker Knight. They did Tucker Knight dirty. Okay, there was no reason at all to split up Otis and Tucker of Heavy Machinery. There was no reason to split them up. They were already great as a tag team. Okay, at one point, a lot of people loved Heavy Machinery. Okay, they would have been great as either SmackDown or Raw Tag Team champions. But no, because WWE hates tag teams. They hate tag teams. So they decided to split up Tucker Knight Otis for no reason. And they did nothing with Tucker Knight. Nothing at all. They did this man dirty. They did him dirty. There was no reason to split up Otis and Tucker. And a few months later, Otis is in another tag team with Chad Gable. Okay, so what was the point of splitting up Heavy Machinery only to put Otis in a different tag team with a different person. How does that make any sense? But this is WWE. I'm not fucking surprised. Okay? And they did Tucker dirty, man. They did a lot of people on this list dirty. Chelsea Green. I was kind of disappointed that they released Chelsea Green, a woman with a lot of potential. And honestly, I think she would have brought not like a lot, but she would have brought some stuff to the women's division. It's a new she's a new face in the main roster division. Okay, I'm surprised they did nothing with Chelsea Green. Okay, it was just that one match. She got injured, and just because of that injury, she gets released. Just very disappointed there. Mickie James. Mickie James. Keep in mind, she is a former 6-time women's champion, and she is one of the women, okay, who paved the way for the women's evolution to happen. Okay, there's the list like Alundra Blaze, like Mae Young, Trish Stratus, Ivory, Lita, Jacqueline, Chyna, and Mickie James is on that list, and rightfully so. She is a legend, a woman who worked her ass off for you guys, and ever since she came back, you decided to just undermine her, to disrespect her. You don't even treat her like a legend. Even before Mickie James got injured, you were treating her like crap. Remember, I will never forget that one Monday Night Raw last year where they did both Mickie James and Natalya dirty, where they literally done a segment while Mickie James and Natalya were doing a matchup in the background, undermining both Mickie James's and Natalya's work. Are you fucking kidding me? After everything that Mickie James has done to you, you decided to undermine her, disrespect her in the way, and now you're going to release her? Honestly, I'm glad Mickie James is out of your grasp because you don't deserve Mickie James. As a matter of fact, you don't deserve the people that you release. Okay, WWE, you don't deserve them. You don't. Okay, ever since Mickie James came back to WWE, you have done her dirty. She is a legend, for crying out loud. She is a fucking legend. And you're gonna undermine her, disrespect her, and just release her just like that, just like nothing? Okay, unbelievable. And Mickie James could have she could have helped rejuvenate some of these careers. Like Mickie James could have been a pivotal person for the women's division right now, because right now the women's division is extremely weak right now. Extremely weak. Okay, other than one or two people, okay, 90% of these ladies are not even stars. Like the only women that are just doing great right now is Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Bayley, and Sasha Banks. Okay? Every other lady is just stuck in the women's tag team division. And everyone's being like, I don't know. Like you could have someone like Mickie James. Have one more run and try to elevate some of these women's careers. Imagine Mickie James elevating careers of Naomi or a Shayna Baszler or who else? A Carmella or Asuka. Asuka definitely needs it. Okay? But no, instead of using someone like the caliber of Mickie James, you decided to release her. That just, it doesn't make any sense. It, honest to God, doesn't make any sense. But again, part of me is kind of happy, okay, because WWE don't deserve these kinds of talent. They don't, okay. Next up, well, technically next two, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Talk about being done dirty. Like, in my personal opinion, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce could have been the next Bella Twins. Like, other than these other teams that are just being put together just for the sake of being put together, Billie and Peyton were an actual team. Like, you can see the teamwork, you can see the chemistry. Okay, they were freaking amazing. Some people might not like the Iconics because they were annoying, but I love the Iconics. I was a big fan of the Iconics. So yeah, I was extremely pissed off when they split up Billie Kay and Peyton Royce for no reason. And what did they do with Billie Kay Peyton? Well, they did Peyton Royce extremely dirty. Okay, they haven't done much with Peyton Royce. Okay, and Billie Kay, like, wasn't she at WrestleMania? Okay. Like, even though she was a part of that terrible, terrible tag team turmoil match, like, she still went out there and wrestled for you guys. Try to entertain the crowd for you guys. Like, she did what she could. And you're going to release her? Again, like, a part of me is glad that Billie and Peyton, like, it sucks that they got released. Okay, it sucks. Okay, but a part of me is happy because they, like, WWE, again, they don't deserve these talents. Okay, just they just undermine these people. Okay, some of these people have great talent. Some of these people have major potential, but WWE just ruined their potential. So you know what? Let them go somewhere else, to like AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, MLW. Okay, anywhere they go, their talents, okay, are going to be appreciated. Okay, because some of these wrestlers that you release have major, major potential. Okay, especially Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. Okay, you did these two ladies dirty. And the last person I want to talk about, which was the biggest shocker of them all, and probably one of the stupidest decisions in the history of WWE, WWE released Samoa Joe. I will repeat myself again. WWE release Samoa Joe. Are you out of your fucking minds? How idiotic can you be? Okay, Samoa Joe is one of the best in the world currently. Okay, he is a great wrestler. He is a great promo. Okay, like, this man should have been either WWE or Universal Champion early on in his WWE career. He was that good. Okay, and yeah, it sucks that he got injured, but he was great on commentary as well. I will go as far to say that Samoa Joe is the best commentator in WWE. Okay, one of the best, and definitely the best commentator during the modern era. Okay, better than Tom Phillips, Byron Saxton, Corey Graves, Michael Cole, Wade Barrett, Beth Phoenix, and Vic Joseph combined. Okay, this man put blood, sweat, and tears in commentary. Okay, this man worked his ass off for you. This man worked his ass off for you in commentary. This man commentated during a freaking thunderstorm. He commentated for you during a thunderstorm. And instead of awarding Samoa Joe for all his hard work, you decided to release him? Are you kidding me? How stupid do you have to be to release Samoa Joe? Okay, now it could be just then, or it could be that Samoa Joe asked for his release. Okay, I don't know what's going on backstage, but again, how did you manage to lose Samoa Joe? Why gives you? Oh my God, this is without a doubt one of the stupidest fucking decisions in the history of WWE. This man poured his blood, sweat, and tears out for you. Not if he's not doing that in the ring, he definitely did it during commentary. He commentated for you during a thunderstorm. And instead of rewarding Samoa Joe, you decided to release him. If this is not fucking proof that Vince McMahon has lost his touch, if this is not evidence that Vince McMahon is a senile old man, then I don't know what is. Okay, releasing Samoa Joe is one of the worst decisions I have ever seen from WWE. One of the absolute worst. Okay, and for all the people that still say that, oh, Vince McMahon is a genius. Vince McMahon still got it. Okay, how can you justify him? How can you justify Vince McMahon allowing this to happen? How can you justify this? Huh? Samoa Joe, a great wrestler, a great promo, a great commentator. This man was a total package who gave his blood, sweat, and tears for you. And this is how you're going to do him? You're going to, after all his hard work. Okay, Samoa Joe, despite his injuries, could have just stayed home. Okay, he could have just done nothing, but no, he decided to try commentary out, and he was the best damn commentator out of everyone currently. The best damn commentator. He worked his ass off for you. He worked his ass off. He spent time out of his days. He spent time away from his family, his life to do this shit for you. And this is how you treat them? This is how you treat Joe. With all his hard work, you decided to release Samoa Joe. I am just blown away. You done, out of all of these people in this list, you did Samoa Joe the dirtiest. The dirtiest! But you know what? Like all the other people on this list, a part of me is glad. Because again, WWE doesn't deserve Samoa Joe. You don't deserve him, motherfuckers. Okay? Like, I don't mind if Samoa Joe goes back to Impact or New Japan Pro Wrestling or All Elite Wrestling. Because at least in those places, Samoa Joe's talent would be much appreciated and they will show way more respect than you ever could, WWE. Than you ever could. I'm probably, WWE probably might hate me for watching this, but you know what? This needs to be said. It needs to be said. Releasing Samoa Joe was one of the worst decisions you have ever made. Okay? And when Samoa Joe, and I'm pretty sure, I think Samoa Joe is out from injury. Okay, which I hope that's the case. And when Samoa Joe is on top of the world, once again, doing the best work of his career, you are going to kick yourself in the butt. Kick yourself in the ass. Okay, because you just let go of a potential superstar. Unfucking believable. If this is not proof that Vince McMahon is senile, then I don't know what is. And just why did they even do this in the first place? Honest to God, why did they do this in the first place? Why did they release these wrestlers? Okay, WWE is a $1 million company. With last year, yeah, like with even with last year, I'm not even gonna talk about Black Wednesday, okay? And isn't it kind of ironic that this is happening on the same day that they released 20 plus wrestlers last year? This was the exact same day, or at least the day before, okay? Why? Like, WWE is a $1 billion company. They're a $1 billion company. Okay, you know how much money they got back from WrestleMania with all the tickets, with all the cameo stuff? Okay, they are a $1 billion company. They're on top of the fucking world right now. And you mean to and they want to say that they're doing this because of budget cuts? Bullshit, man. Bullshit. It really goes to show that WWE does not care about their talent. They only fucking care about money. Okay? This is unbelievable. Unacceptable. No excuse. You can say like, "Oh, how about the pandemic?" Okay? Yeah, you can say that last year's was justified. This year's though is not justified. There is no reason in hell to release these superstars. They're on top of the world. They're a $1 billion company. You know how much money they got from WrestleMania alone? And they want to say, "Oh, we released these wrestlers because of budget cuts. Okay, we got to save some money." You're a $1 billion company. You're on top of the fucking world. I'm pretty sure you got billions of dollars, okay, back to your pockets from WrestleMania alone. You mean to tell me that you can't handle a couple of contracts? Unfucking believable, man. Unbelievable. This story just boils my just boils my soul. Like these wrestlers got released for absolutely no reason. Absolutely no reason. Okay? Unbelievable. And apparently there's rumors that WWE is not done with their releases. Okay? I'm reading this from wrestlinginc.com. Okay? Here's what it has to say. There are rumors of WWE NXT Superstar releases being made today. As noted on Thursday, WWE made several main roster releases, and the reason given for the departure was budget cuts. Now it looks like more cuts could be coming from the NXT brand. It was just reported from the Wrestling Observer newsletter that a rumor going on Thursday said that more cuts could be coming today, April 16th, which is today, with a focus on NXT. WWE, and of course, they talk about the talents that were released yesterday. But why are you even doing this? I don't get it, WWE. Why are you doing this? You're a $1 billion company. I'm pretty sure you got lots and lots of money from WrestleMania alone. And you need to tell me that you can't handle a couple of contracts? Okay? Unbelievable. That's all I gotta say. I really need to get that off my chest. Unfucking believable, man. Unbelievable. That's all I gotta say on that. Now we gotta talk about the next story. Ivelisse. We're gonna talk about Ivelisse. Now, of course, if you want to read the Ivelisse article, I put in the link in the description. But Ivelisse got released from AEW after she spoke about mistreatment from the company. Here's what it has to say. It appears Ivelisse time in AEW has come to an end. The current Shine champion took to Twitter to indicate she and AEW has parted ways, while also allegedly mistreatment. History repeats itself, unfortunately, Ivelisse tweeted. I spoke about mistreatment and get let go. That's life. Ivelisse last appeared for AEW on the March 2nd edition of AEW Dark, teaming with Diamante in a losing effort against Killian King and Red Velvet. A recent report suggests she has been taken off AEW programming due to an issue with some AEW coaches. And that's all I got to say. And again, if you want to read the full article for yourself, then go. The link is in the description. But I don't know what to think of this. First of all, I'm kind of disappointed that Ivelisse got let go. But to be fair, there were rumors that Ivelisse was acting horrible backstage. Okay, like who can forget that Ivelisse actually tried to hurt Thunder Rosa in the ring that one episode of Dynamite. Okay, now could it be possible that she was mistreated? Possibly. Personally, a part of me would say that she's lying, but after the speaking out allegations of last year's, at this point anything is possible. But I won't give Ivelisse the benefit of the doubt either. Okay, could it be possible that she was mistreated? Possibly. Okay, but Ivelisse has acted very unprofessionally, backstage, as rumors say. Who knows? I might be wrong. I don't know what's going on backstage, but there's lots of rumor of her being very unprofessional backstage. So she could be just saying that because she's mad. Okay, but I don't know. I was very disappointed because I was excited for Ivelisse being in AEW. Like she could have been a future AEW Women's Champion, but honestly, there's no one to blame for herself. Okay, even before these allegations, she was acting completely unprofessional. So she kind of did this to herself. Now, had did she do anything bad or evil? Not really. I'm still a fan of Ivelisse, but it's very disappointing. It's very disappointing because Ivelisse could have brought a lot to the plate in the AEW Women's Division. She could have been a future AEW Women's Champion, but man, it sucks. It obviously sucks. Okay, but that's all I gotta say there. This could be a ongoing story, so yeah. Now, if it's possible that they're being mistreated, then something needs to be investigated. Okay, but a part of me is saying that she's just saying this just to say it. Okay, and honestly, I don't know. It's a weird situation. It's a very weird situation. But it just sucks because Ivelisse she could have brought a lot to the plate in the AEW Women's Division, man. Shame, man. It's a shame. But that's all I gotta say on that. Another story before I talk about the last story of the day. Pat Mcafee is apparently joining the Smackdown announce team. He's joining the Smackdown announce team. And I'm also reading this from WrestlingInc.com. Here's what this has to say. Pat Mcafee has joined the Smackdown announce team. WWE and Mcafee just announced that the former NFL star turned podcaster who recently had a strong run in NXT will join the Smackdown commentary team beginning tonight with the post-WrestleMania 37 episode. Mcafee and Michael Cole make up the new SmackDown announce team. This change comes after Corey Graves was sent to Raw this week to work with Byron Saxton and newcomer Adrian Vick. And of course, he did a tweet about this. Trying to find it. Here you go. Here's what he had to say. For as long as I can remember, WWE has been a company that I have admired, both for its incredible staying power of creativity, riveting, entertaining, and for its ability to connect to people all over the globe. Mcafee said in a press release. I've been fortunate enough to try a lot of cool professions, but working for WWE was one I look forward to the most. I am incredibly honored and grateful for the chance to get back to the business that have given me many others so much, and having the opportunity to sit at the same table that legends have graced is truly a dream come true. Now let's go get it. Okay, so there is that. And honestly, Pat McAfee has impressed me as both an in-ring talent and a commentator. So you know what? I'm not mad about this. I think Pat McAfee would bring a lot to the SmackDown commentary team, in my opinion. But honestly, that's all I gotta say there. Pat McAfee is a part of the SmackDown commentary team. And the last story that I want to talk about today is AEW Dynamite. We are going to end on some positive news, as AEW draws the largest audience since their debut of October of 2019. Here's what this article has to say. Again, if you guys want to read the full-on article, I put the link in the description. So if you want to read it for yourself, you can read it for yourself. So here's what Wrestling Inc. has to say. Wednesday's new edition of AEW Dynamite, featuring TNT champion Darby Allin retaining over Matt Hardy in the main event, drew 1,219 million viewers on TNT, according to Nielsen via Showbuzz Daily. It should be noted that this was the first Dynamite episode to air unopposed after WWE NXT made their move to Tuesday nights. You can click here for the ratings report on Tuesday's NXT show, which drew 805,000 viewers with a 0.22 rating in the 18 to 49 demographic. This AEW's viewership is up 77% from last week's show, which drew 668,000 viewers. Dynamite ranks number 2 on the cable top 150 this week with a 0.44 rating in the 18 to 49 key demographic. This is up 57% from last week's show, which ranked number 5 with a 0.28 rating in the key demos. This week's Dynamite show ranked 26th in viewership, which is up from last week's 60th ranking. This is Dynamite's best viewership since their debut episode, which drew 1.41 million viewers on October 2nd, 2019, and their best 18 to 49 key demographic rating since the October 23rd, 2019 episode, which also drew a 0.45 demographic. This week's Dynamite viewership was up 77% from last week, while this week's key demo was up 57%. This week's Dynamite viewership went up 78.5% from the same week in 2020. This week's 18 to 49 key demographic rating was up 76% from the same week in 2020. The challenge on MTV topped the night in the 18 to 49 demographic on the cable top 150 with a 0.53 rating, drawing just 929,000 viewers. Tucker Carlson tonight on Fox News topped the night in viewership with 1.67 million viewers, ranking number 7 in the cable top 150 with a 0.26 rating in the key demos. Of course, The Masked Singer was also on Fox topped the night on network TV in viewership with an average of 5.169 million viewers. The Masked Singer also took the number 1 spot in the 18 to 49 demographic with a 1.22 rating. And of course, they have a AEW Dynamite viewership tracker. So if you guys want to see that, you can read and if you guys want to read the article, the link is in the description. But this was very well deserved. Very, very well deserved. Because last night, last Wednesday's show was actually really, really good. It was really good. Like, was it one of the best episodes of Dynamite? Not really, but I still thought it was a great show. And I'm glad other people thought of the same. And keep in mind, this was much better than NXT and Monday Night Raw combined. Okay. Combining last Monday's Monday Night Raw and NXT, AEW put up a better rating than both shows. Okay, which is very, very well deserved. AEW might have its problems, but AEW always deliver and always brings the best show possible, which is more than I can say for Monday Night Raw and maybe Smackdown Live, but definitely more than I can say for Monday Night Raw. Okay, this was very, very well deserved. But here's my advice for AEW. Okay, this is great. You got a lot of people with watching your product. A lot of people. Okay, but you need to keep consistent with these great shows. You need to keep consistent. You can't be cocky, just like Eric Bischoff in WCW, because that was his downfall. And Vince McMahon is being cocky when it comes to Monday Night Raw and SmackDown Live, and it's slowly biting him in the ass. Okay, Tony, the Khans, everyone who's in charge in AEW, don't be confident. Be humbled. Okay, don't make stupid decisions. You got a lot of people watching, so you got to keep consistent with these great shows. Okay, you gotta put great television. You gotta make people come back to watch your product. Okay, this is your biggest opportunity. There's no other shows. There's no other wrestling shows on Wednesdays. NXT was moved to Tuesday. This is your moment. Wednesday's night for you is prime time for you. Okay, this is your big break. Okay, W, don't screw it up by making stupid decisions. Okay, don't be cocky. Be humble and keep giving us consistent great show after great show after great show. If you do that, then you might have the potential to be the best show on the best pro wrestling show in North America. Okay? The best show in North America. Okay, but you need to keep consistent with these good shows. Don't make any more stupid mistakes. Keep being consistent with these great shows. Like just last Wednesday was a great show, and next week's show looks great as well. Okay, if you can keep consistent with these shows and do not make any stupid decisions, then you guys have the potential to be the best show in North America. Okay, even better than SmackDown, even better than NXT, even better than Monday Night Raw. Okay, but again, don't be cocky, don't be confident, do not make any stupid decisions. Okay, be humble, keep being consistent, and keep giving us great show after great show after great show. And if you do that, then you will be the number one show. I already think that AEW is the best show in pro wrestling in North America right now, if not the world. But that's just my opinion. Okay, now your goal is to convince as many people as possible that AEW is the show to watch. Okay, but yeah, this is great news for AEW. This was extremely well deserved, and hopefully they can keep up with this consistency. So that's basically all I gotta say. That's basically all the news for this week. Okay, I was able to get my anger out for the releases, able to say what I need to say about Ivelisse, and yeah, we ended positive. Now I want to know what you guys think in the comments section. Like, First of all, I want to know what you guys think about the releases. I want to know what you guys think about the situation with Ivelisse, and I want to know what you guys think about the AEW Dynamite ratings. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a comment. And my only rule on this channel is to not be an asshole in the comment section. If you guys have a different opinion than I do, then I want you to express it. Don't be afraid to express. If you have a different opinion than me, then say it. Say it. Don't be afraid to say it in the comment section. Okay, but my only rule is to not be assholes in the comment section. Okay, but make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a comment. You guys like the if you guys like the stuff that I make sure you subscribe and leave the notification bell so that way you don't miss any of my videos. And thank you so much for watching. It's much appreciated. And until next time, this is Gabriel, and I will see you next time in the Asylum. Have a nice day, everyone.